Welcome to my green oasis. I have a little cottage house and I have it filled with over 200 houseplants. I've been in love with houseplants for about 5 years, and in this plant tour I'm gonna go around every room in my house where there's plants and I'll show you all of them and how I have them displayed. And I think you're gonna have fun if you love plants. I'll try to give you the names as much as I can and give you, share with you a little bit of my plant loves, the ones I've kept over 5 years now that I'm currently enjoying a lot. So if you want to learn more about plants and see how I plant style my house so I can maximize my space, keep on watching. To my kitchen plants. I have this little flower arrangement that a friend gave me when my little doggy passed away. It's beautiful. And right over here we have some hanging plants. Basically this is a cookie rack, and I have a Hoya gracilis memoria. She does flower often, and as you can already see, this is early morning. She's starting to get some light to her, and it's going to get really bright in just in an hour or so. And this is called a Hoya Hachiclana silver. And look at those details of those little silver leaves. Look at that, this one that's half and half. Very pretty. And I have what they typically call a Christmas cactus here, and this is white flowered, and I have two different colors. I'll show you the other one too, or maybe you already saw it. And I have some microgreens here. I keep them here for now because it's easy access. I see them often and I can water them often. I started these 6 days ago, and I love it because I can eat from these plants, and they're full of nutrition and they're so rewarding. They quickly give you something to eat, and also they give you a show. So I highly recommend trying microgreens if you want to do some edible plants. And right out here on this side I have the same thing going on. This is called a Million Hearts variegated, and I absolutely love it. Is it called Million Hearts? I think so. Something rings a bell. Oh my, oh, actually look at this, variegated Million Hearts. Paid $22 for this. Oh, I'm glad I kept the tag. And this is called a crinkle 8. This is a propagation I made, and it's been stuck and not growing for a few years, but there's a little growth point here. And then this one here, I absolutely do not remember the name. It's a small Hoya, has not grown much, not giving me trouble though. And I have space here where I could hang more plants. You see the little wires that I got? So that's easy way to maximize space, basically right here beside the kitchen counter. This side of the kitchen, as you can see, we put 2 little shelves here from IKEA. And this is a lipstick plant. And it's this one, the one that has the bottom of the leaves are really pretty. You see the color contrast? That's why I have it up here, so I can see the bottom of the leaves. And one of my viewers that followed me in Instagram, she sent me that cutting, so I still have her. Thank you. And then I have this beautiful orchid. Look at this, guys. And here's the name. I will not try to pronounce it because it is, all I can tell you the second part, that's mystery. It seems like it's a hybrid. And it did flower for me, guys. This is a rescue plant, and after having it for over a year, I had the flower, and I wanted to make this video before the flower went away, but I might be able to insert a picture of this flower so you guys can see. But she is gorgeous. The leaves are gorgeous. Then we transfer right over here. I do have This is Chameleon CC plant. So Chameleon CC, because see the new shoots are nice, a nice lime green, and then they transition and blend into a darker green. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. And this is a clearance plant too. Clearance plant. And then right over here, this is a grocery store plant. This is called Orbifolia. Yeah, Acalythia orbifolia. And I got this at Lidl, and it was $12. And she was already medium size, pretty good size leaves, and that's why I got her. And she is a stunner. She's a stunner, and I had her now, I don't know if it's 1 year or 2 years. I know I bought her in the winter, and she didn't get, this is the most brownie I've gotten. And I might have been late in the watering. I don't know, but she's a stunner. Absolutely love this plant. And then here comes the big, amazing part of my kitchen where you have the max amount of plants. Let me close this little French door that we have here so we can better see where this is situated. Okay, let's start right here. We just have a beautiful orchid. It is real. It looks fake, but it is real. And it takes my breath away. I've had her for about a month, and the flowers are going strong. I got her at Trader Joe's. And just check out the backside. The backside, I think, is one of the most beautiful parts. Do you see the light pink and yellow? Gorgeousness. She is a great mama. I just put this temporary to see how I liked it. I got this when I traveled to Turkey. It's a little short runner. It's just not perfect for this, but it still adds a lot of happiness with all those colors. And right over here, we have a philodendron pink Birkin. Did you guys hear about those? The name made us more excited than it actually offered. There's not a lot of pink other than when the new leaf unfurls, there's some pink in it. Then it kind of just gets back to normal green. I still enjoy her. Like all the philodendrons that are this type of growth pattern. I enjoy the growth pattern. I think it's easier to keep up. But yeah, not a lot of pink. And then right over here, I guess, the stunner of the plant wall, which has grown. I've had this plant wall for 4 years going. And I'm very, very happy because I fit 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I average about 15 plants here. So see how easy and out of the way that is? It's wonderful. Okay, so what are these? These are IKEA boxes. IKEA boxes, guys. We did not put the back side of the box. There was a back side to it. Did not put the back side. Just used the squares. And back in that time, 4 years ago, these squares were about $7 a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. I have about 8. So here we have a beautiful anthurium. This one's been easy care, which I'm really excited about. Here's the name. I'm so glad I kept it. Anthurium radicans hybrid with the luxurians. These used to be expensive, and then now I got it when it was super cheap, like $20 under. Very easy to take care of. It's nice and thick leaves. One of the easiest anthuriums I've ever had. Right here we have a Cebu Blue Pothos. Gorgeous plant. Absolutely recommend it to anybody that's getting into houseplants. Actually, all of these are easy, and all of these are, they're basically in low light. So if you're looking for low light plants, easy plants, this is where you need to pay attention, okay? So, Global Green Pothos. Seems like it needs a little bit of water. You see how the leaves are curling? That's how sometimes I'm just eating here in my kitchen table and I can tell what plants, if they need water. Let's see here. This is a Baltic Blue. Let's see. This right here is a Baltic Blue. This is one of the leaves. And it's a type, I think, of Epiprenum. Epiprenums and pothos, in my experience, have been very similar in care. So they're easy. Here we have some cuttings. They're a little bit on the sad side. No, they have water. Some are taking time to root, but to me, this was a great idea. I just put a glass with water here. And actually, when I cut some of these, I just pop them in here. I have 2 little propagation stations. And I just propagate with water. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so then right over here we have Scindapsus exotica. Gorgeous, big leaves. Look at this. Look at this, mama. She's awesome. And then we have another Scindapsus, which is more of the Argyrias. And she's a little shabby. We've lost a lot of leaves. I think, I don't know. I must have skipped her and underwatered her. And look, the truth, she's a little shabby. But hey, she blends in. So we're gonna leave her there. Right over here, we have Manjula Pathos, one of my favorites. I always want to have a Manjula Pathos because those leaves have amazing variegation. They're not boring. They give you something different to expect. She was like really like cascading down over these plants, and then she fell when she was dry, kind of tipped over somehow. Maybe when I was watering it, and broke off a big piece. So then I've been propagating that, giving it to friends. So right over here we have Philodendron Brazil, and this Philodendron Brazil actually grew. It's the biggest it's ever grown when it was outside. I actually brought her in this winter, so you see how big she is. Some plants of these, once in a while, I'll take them out in my patio in the summer, and that really gives them a growth spurt because they get a lot more lighting, and then I bring them back in here. So hey, little tip. Pro tip, if you have them in a low light setting, but you really want them to grow, change them location for some time, and then you can bring them back in. And this is a Neon Pathos. Gorgeous. I love the little, how this green contrasts with the other, and this Philodendron Brazil, how it blends everything together. Isn't this gorgeous? And they're all little hearts. Tell me this is not beautiful. Tell me that you're not in love with plants. Okay. Global Green Pathos again. Global Green Pathos. Let me give you a little close up so you can see how it has this little different green variegations. Mine has not grown that much. I think the lighting, of course, is not the best, so I don't get very big leaves, but I'm still happy with it. We have a regular golden Pathos here that a lot of people tend to have. See, right now I see that it needs water. I need to water it. And then we have right over here. Let me just squeeze my way out. This is another Neon Pathos. Again, Neon Pathos. You see, oh, I love it. And then we have a Marble Pathos here. Marble. You see this? There's some that are even whiter. And I can't believe I had one that had really white leaves, Marble Pathos. And I did a little plant sale and I sold it, and I regret it. I regret it because she was different than this one. So I had two Marble Pathos, but the one I think was called Snow something. She had a lot more white. So anyways, this is, yeah, and to water them, we just walk up to it and we just water it in place to make it easy on our lives. We just don't overwater because you see how they have little catch pots here? Just, you know, water until we have a little excess here, max. And that's it. Don't, you know, we're not gonna, yeah, if it has no like drainage holes, like you see this one's in this one here, I wouldn't put so much water that it has so much excess water because that would rot the roots. Just put a little, I kind of know to water about 15 seconds. So I don't overwater. So anyways, guys, look at this waterfall plant wall. Wow, maximize your space idea. I hope you enjoyed this. Let's go to another room. Okay, so this is a guest bedroom that I call. I love this room because it gets very good lighting in the morning. And I've been downsizing plants. I used to have a lot more plants here. I've sold because I am trying to just give my guests more space. So this is how I've decided to keep it. And this is the stunner, one of the stunners in this room, and it's a Cebu Blue Pathos. And she's just grown. And I just want to show you like a little close-up of its beauty, of its leaves. And look what's happening here. I don't know if you noticed, but she's attached to my wall. So she's climbing. And Cebu Blues, if they touch a wall, in my experience, they will climb. So there's good sides and bad sides to that. Good sides, they can And I'll show you on this other side, the good side, but the bad side that it can ruin your walls. Well, at least you have to paint them. So that's it. It's very simple here. Again, I've downsized my plant collection here. How pretty, but let's see this beauty. I have no idea what her name is. I bought her in Texas when I went to visit my sister, and it had no name. So I don't know her name, but I have this beautiful pot that I got from Spain. And I'll be honest with you, there's something going on. You see this left side, the leaves are kind of drying, but this one's fine. I've thought about there's something going on with the rootings maybe of this left side, but I haven't done much about it. Okay, the stunner. You want to know what plant this is? Let's go to the base and the bottom and let's look at her. If we go down, this is her pot where she starts. It's one cutting of variegated epiprenum elbow. You see this type of leaf? And see this happen sometimes. And then basically I had done this moss pole, but that didn't do much. And I just kind of clipped her against the wall like this, these little clippies. And look what happened next. You see its roots just grabbing to the wall. And as it grabs, it gets happier and happier because look how it changes the leaves. They just start growing in size and coming more often. And look at this part here. Wow. I mean, a lot longer than my hand. This one's already bigger than my hand. So those on top are a lot bigger than my hand. And what's to me a little bit even more stunning, first you get the fenestrations, right? Which is amazing. Just stop right there. It almost looks like a Thai constellation or something. Monstera. And you see how the variegation here is on the yellow side versus down is more white. How did that happen? I don't know. But she is my price and beauty, one of my most favorite. If I had to move, I would not, I would take her with me. And then right over here, we have Monstera dubia, and if I let her climb against the wall, she would be happy, but I haven't. So she's doing okay, but not great. And then right over here we have I wanna say Jose, I don't know, I'm confused with the Jose Bueno, but she's lost variegation and only has 3 leaves and been stuck for 2 years, so Right over here we do have another special plant for me. This is my Pink Princess, and she's special to me because I bought her when she was expensive and I really wanted her. And she's grown, and she definitely does have pink. You see this? But now maybe it's too much pink. The leaves are just staying small and just shooting leaves. You see that? And I've already cut it, propagated it, so hopefully it would kind of be more of a half and half, because we need green so it can photosynthesize and leaves can be bigger and the plant can get nutrition, I think. That's how you say it. But she's just pink. Now I'm just letting her go. And I think that's it for this room. I keep it nice, like I said, and simple. Let people have their space. But yeah, this is one room. This is another guest bedroom and / plant room, because I have a lot more plants in this room. This room has 2 windows. It gets great lighting. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put some plants in here. And this room is a little working process, but here we have a little propagation station. And all those scratches is a Cebu blue that was attached to my wall. And that's the negative thing of letting plants attach to your wall. I actually removed it and sold her, and she is a gorgeous plant. And maybe I can insert a picture of the plant if I remember, so you guys can see how gorgeous she was. And then right over here we have a little IKEA shelf. I had 2, but I decided to remove one of them. To me, there are a lot of maintenance to keep clean, and I'll be honest with you. Look, this is the reality. The glass gets watermarks all the time. It gets dusty. To remove all the plants and clean it, it's a lot of work. So I decided I didn't want to have 2. I would just keep 1. And we have a beautiful Scindapsus And I think this is the Argerius, and she has grown so much. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, she was trailing all the way down, and I recently just grabbed her and I kind of just put her all around there. And this, oh, and I want you to see, she went through the back and she's attached to the wall. Let's see. You see right there? She's climbing. She's attached to the wall. I'm not having issues with the plants attaching to walls. Not that I told her to do this at all. I didn't try. She just found the wall. That means I never really take her out of the shelf. I actually just water her in place. And we have a beautiful Hoya macrophilia variegated. Look at that. Look at those leaves. Gorgeous. And then we have teardrop, raindrop peperomia. Just cute, cute, cute. I let her be outside sometime, forget about her, and she still thrives. We have a variegated Syngonium albo, which is absolutely a stunner. This is my DIY little trellis from Dollar Tree. I did a little video. Follow me on Instagram if you don't. I posted a reel there. It's called Plant Heartbeats as well. I've propagated her. That's awesome. Been able to sell. This is a orchid I've had for a long time, and what's cool about her is that she's about to flower. You see that? I've had her for a few years. And then we have here a sunrise Hoya, and I actually just moved her to this location because she needs to get sun, a lot of sun, in order for her to get that sun stressing that these can get. Now there's an issue here. There's a little mealybug. That is my constant issue with Hoyas, is mealybugs is the one thing, and the one bug that usually bothers my plants. Not that it's something that's going to kill them and destroy them. If you're, you know, if you just try to, I use alcohol to kind of minimize them. And here is a string of tears, not pearls, but tears. Tears have been a lot easier to me than the pearls. Right over here, we have a beautiful philodendron that I don't remember the name. And she was outside, brought her in, and she thinks she's doing better. I want to be on top of her waterings. This is a type of peperomia. What is this called? Something. Coin? Is it a coin peperomia? Ah, I said don't remember, but she's the cutest. Cutest. I've had her for a long time, 4 or 5 years, easy. But she is just all succulent, cute. And then right over here we have a beautiful bear paw succulent. Oh my, she's variegated. Oh, so cute. Easy. And then right over here we have a Ripsalis, and I don't know the exact type she is. I like Ripsalis. I think they add a nice contrast texture, don't you think? I like variety. Here we have a little, it's all these little cuttings or little pieces that broke off of other plants, and I just popped them on here and I started watering them. And look at that. Isn't this the cutest? The cutest. This is a variegated string of buttons. And then it can get pink when it gets sun. Dogtail cactus. We have Burrow's tail. Another one right there. We have string of hearts, which is one of my favorite plants. Okay, this is a dragon alocasia. There she is. We have another orchid here, not in flowering time right now. We have the fruits of the Holy Spirit, but in Spanish. And then we have here a little succulent planter that my friend Migdali gave me. It's from Trader Joe's. Migdali, if you're watching this, they're doing good. And then we have some plants that have not made it there, and I need to replace it with something else. We have some kind of mangave. And look at this beautiful variegation. I usually have her outside, brought her in. This is also a friend gave me this little rose with the passing of my little puppy that just passed away, Paris, about 15 days ago. And we have a variegated epiprenum, and it has very pretty variegation. See, more like the different type of green, lime green. She's pretty cool. Then we have here a variegated Swiss cheese monstera. And I know there's multiple names for these plants, but I'm just giving you the first one that comes to my mind. It almost looks like the next skeleto, right? Because it variegated, because it has huge holes. So that's pretty amazing. And then right here, another friend gave me a propagation of this begonia. So she's being propagated. She's in water. Philodendron tenue, Tenue. Look at the rippling. I changed location and she's giving me new leaves. She's happy here. We have a snake plant that almost died. I still stuck it in here and gave a baby. And then we have here the star of my whole plant collection. This is an Aldi's find, and all these little fiddle leaf tree that I got when I started my plant collection. There was the only plant I had back in 2020 when the pandemic hit, and I started Googling how to take care of it, and that's when it worked. And then I started becoming plant crazy. And this one, I've brought it outside in my back patio, and that's helped it grow a lot because it's gotten a lot more lighting. But in winter, I bring it in. I have to make sure it has good lighting and it hasn't dropped its leaves. And I can't even, it's huge. The leaves are huge, guys. I just now need taller ceilings, but we'll figure it out. I have here a Hoya Hindu rope, and it is one of my favorite Hoyas. She's a little dirty because she was outside. These are like, I brought her in for the winter. But yeah, she is the coolest. I love it. When they flower, they're amazing. They also get full of mealybugs, so beware. This is a rescue, a Hoya Crimson Princess. This should be one of the most beautiful plants. And I somehow took her outside and she didn't go through a good time. But she's still alive, so I'm trying to water her. And she can still see she's giving me new leaves. So that is it. I did have before a dragon tail philodendron or monstera. I think it was, I don't know, I'm a little, or epiprenum. And she was trading all around here and was attached there. And I recently sold her. She was over 8 feet tall. But I just, again, wanted to minimize, we might be moving. So I want to make sure I'm condensing and that I'm removing plants that are attached to walls. So, okay, I hope you enjoyed this room. Now, it's time for the bathroom. I absolutely love it. We've remodeled all of our house, but basically this is one of the bathrooms that we remodeled. And here we have a mini monstera, and she was climbing up to the ceiling and cutting and propagating. But you see how gorgeous and what a jungly feel it gives. And I just love feeling the outside inside of my house. That's why I love decorating with plants. This is a pink princess, not a lot of variegation. The plant that was there was little fern. She passed away, so I need to change her. And then we have here Hoya pachiclata. She is the coolest. I love the way she feels. Right now she's really nice and hydrated. And we have right over here Hoya Carria variegated. I've had her for 4 or 5 years. She never grows. Changed location. I don't think I would buy her again. And over here we do have an amazing plant. This is another, I have a lot of Scindapsus, as you can tell. Scindapsus, and she is climbing up the wall by herself. So how cool is that? She is trailing down, climbing up. What else could you ask for a plant? She never gives me any trouble. I am super love her. This is another type of Scindapsus, and it's a some kind of variegated Scindapsus, as you can tell, and I don't know the exact name. This was given to me, but there she goes. And then this is another type of Calathea, and I don't remember the name. I know it's not, she's not very common. Let's see if we can she used to have a tag. No, I don't know the name. Okay, and then right over here we have a rescue plant, and this is one of the CC plant, and she has the curly little leaves. Very nice. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this little bathroom plant tour. I think those are all the plants for now in this section of the house. bathroom, and I do have plants, not a million, but I do have some beautiful ones. This is a Hoya Manjula, Pathos Manjula, and this is so real, guys, so normal. You sometimes you just gotta come around. It's part of plant care. You do this, and there you go. But look how gorgeous she is. And then right now we have another stunner that I'm so in love with. Every time I'm looking over here, I'm just like, wow. Let me just move around here. And this is called a Raven Zizi. And why I love it, because it's the color contrast between the new shoots that come out nice and lime green and then turn black. I mean, there's not a lot of plants like this. That's so cool. Another, she's similar to that one over there. I have another, this is a Pothos. It's called Pearls and Joy. And it's a beautiful variegation. And then right over here we have Ficus Audrey. Gotten just a small baby and has been growing. I have it squeezed here because it gets great lighting. And I couldn't find a better spot for it. But if you touch a Ficus Audrey, you'll feel how fussy it feels. It's hard to see it in visual, like when you see with your eyes, but when you touch it, just if you go ever around an Audrey, touch it, and then you'll know why they're cool plants. Okay, that is my little bathroom tour. Okay, so this is my living room. It's nice and plenty and cozy in my opinion. Okay, so let's come around. Let's check them out. Let's check them out one by one. So here I have big blue cactus, Peruvian blue cactus, and it's from Walmart, a small plant, and it's grown a lot. Here I have a little mix of different, some dying cacti that when I'm about to pop them outside. They used to be outside. That one I just need to pull out. Anyways, let's just move on. Right over here we have an amazing variegated elbow monstera, and the most amazing part of it is that I found it as a regular green monstera, and it had just a tiny drop of variegation, something like this, and my husband spotted it out, and we bought it. We took the chance, and you see it didn't get much variegation at the beginning, and then eventually it did. Gorgeous, happy with her. But sometimes gets browning. I'm working on that. I've started adding silica to my water. Hopefully that'll help. Give me tips if you guys have tips. That's what one of you guys said, and I'm doing that now. I have another Philodendron Brazil, and this one I think was called the Silver Stripe, and that's why I got her, because she was a little different. Leaves are kind of small. I don't think she's a big difference in my other one. I still like her. I love philodendrons because these type of philodendrons just are just hearts, and I love that. Okay, so over here we have Philodendron Night. You see how let's find her. Where's the plant within all this? She's actually was not doing that great. Doesn't have many leaves, and there's a new little area that's growing. And right over here we have a teddy bear cactus. Oh my, I love it because it basically has no spines. Love it, love it, love it. And then we have lots of little leafless. Oh my, that's from this cocoa core. Oh my. This is a staghorn fern, and she has 2 little leaflets. I'm trying to save her, not give up. And then, but she's making a mess. Oh my. Okay, so we have here a little beautiful orchid that I rescued recently about 2 months ago from the clearance section in Lowe's, and she has a flower, so makes me so happy. And then we have another jungle cactus here. Remember I told you I had a second one. This is has more pink leaves, and yeah, they gave me a show in winter. They flowered basically in around December. And then we have Syngonium xanthosama, something like that. Something like that. It's always been a hard name, but she looks like a zebra, right? I love that. And then let's just keep on the top, and then I'll go bottom. And then we have Alocasia cuprea. And why Alocasia cupreas are cool, because they look metallic and purplish and dinosaur-like. And she's been thriving in this area. We have a Hoya Keri I, Keri, and she has these long shoots that I'm waiting one day will fill up with more hearts. How cute is that? And then we have another type of Ripsalis, pencil Ripsalis maybe, I'm not sure, but I got her like $50. And then right over here we have a type of Peperomia. I think it was called Snow something. It was from Coastal Farms, and I just found her like at Lowe's. And my husband tells me I should get rid of her, that she's not pretty, and I keep fighting for her, and I've had her for 4 or 5 years, and I keep saying that I like her. I think she's a cutesy, although I've missed some waterings. So then we have right over here a string of hearts, and these are the variegated ones, so that's why you get the pinkish. You see that? They're very easy to propagate. They have pink backings, and they grow. Love. This is one of my first, within the first 10 plants I fell in love with when the beginning of my plant journey. And then we have here a different type of Hoya, DS70. I think that's what the tag said. DS70. She actually flowers very, very often. She gets sun stress. She's really full. She's great. I had her for 5 years. Look at this beauty. Okay, and then I will come down to the bottom plants. Okay, this is a beautiful anthurium, and this is the, not crystallinium, the, what is it called? Maybe it is the crystallinium. It is the crystallinium. Sorry, there you go, crystallinium. I think. And it's just pretty. And right over here we have some kind of, let's see, it has Echeveria Govoides hybrid Polydens. There you go. I don't have a whole lot of Echeverias, and this one's been easy. And then right over here, okay, I have a lot of different types of cacti. They usually go on my outside patio, but because they're winter, they're inside. So golden barrel cactus a friend gave me. This one I love because it's blue and it has hair. And guys, I did not clean right before, and this is the reality of having lots of plants. You're gonna have all these little leaflets that are gonna break away, they're gonna fall, you gotta clean them. That's the way it goes, but it's okay. And then we have here another type of blue cacti. I love blue cacti. This is called the roadkill cacti, and it looks like it's been run over. But I think it's a cutesy. And then right over here again, a big collection of cacti. And I usually have them in my front porch. They're getting ready to go out in about 1 week max. So it should be okay to bring them outside. So that's why they look a little bit crowded here. That's not my usual. I don't have double lines like that, but that's for now. And that's okay. I wanted to show them to you guys. So this is some kind of string of plant. And I know I have the string of spades and string of orange, and I always get confused between these two, which one's which. And as you can tell, it was really stringy. I wrapped it all on the top, and it keeps growing new shoots. So don't give up on your plants. And here, I'm not going to give you the names, but I'm going to let you see them, all my small little cacti here. I just love the variety in the contrast, paying attention. And then when they do get enough sun outside, when they do flower, cacti flower, it really gives me a thrill. Like this one that's not that pretty gives the prettiest red flowers. Bishop's cap. And look at this cute. Oh my. They're just cutesy to me. Cutesy. Look at that. Look at the variety. So I'll just sit here and watch. Be like, wow. This is a... Ow! I got poked. This is a dragon fruit cacti. Friend gave me. This has a variegated snake plant. This one has a little collection of different ones. This one was so little and it has grown a lot. And this is a roadkill cacti. A piece fell on here and it rooted. This one's doing pretty good. And then right over here, I do want to point out this one over here. Okay, this one's pretty, but I want to point out my spiral cacti. It's getting a little crooked. It should be outside again, but I think this is such a cool plant. Look at that, how it spirals. It's so cool. And then snake plant, and this is Wellfin. And I think that's it for that section. Okay, so let's just go right over here and let's look at the stunner of my living room. This is the one big highlight piece. It's an immense Monstera. This one is one that I got as a clearance plant for $5. Isn't that amazing? And I've taken her outside. That's helped her grow a lot. So if you guys want your plants to grow, again, if you find a shaded area in your backyard, front yard, that you can control it not burning from so much sunlight, then it could be the way to go. We do have my Monstera Thai Constellation mixed in here, which is a different pot. This is one pot. That's the other pot. And if you're wondering what that is, that's eggshells. And I should have ground them up before I put them there. But I was just kind of lazy and I just did that. But she's amazing. Absolutely love her. I always want to keep her if I can. And we have right over here Monstera Stanleyana Albo. If I would give her a wall, she would love to climb it. And right over here, we have a string of hearts. And I've had her for like 5 years. One of my first beginning plants. Got it sent during the pandemic from California. We have what is this called? It's a Monstera. Ooh, I'm having a brain freeze. I actually have not had my coffee yet this morning, guys. It's early in the morning, and I wanted to do this before I have a lot of racket happening later on. So I thought I might as well just do it because I know I promised you guys I was going to give you a home tour. Okay, and here we have propagations of a horsehead philodendron. I actually sold the mother plant and I kept some propagations, and I have propagations of my Syngonium albo. And right over here we have Philodendron White Knight, and she's finally growing. I can't wait for her to be very big. I love her. And then another string of hearts. And then I do have here my IKEA cabinet that I got a few years ago, and it's not very organized right now, but we do have some propagations. We have this amazing, beautiful big Hoya leaf that never has given me other leaves other than the ones it came with. We have some little Hoya propagations in the background. We have this, I think this is a Splendid. I actually, yeah, this is a Splendid. Like I was thinking it's a very Cosum, but no, I think it's a Philodendron Splendid. And then right over here we have one that I really like, a Brill Marks, and it is variegated. Oh, look at this over here. It's variegated. There's prettier leaves. Let me see, show you some of the prettier leaves. Look at that. This is one of my favorite plants as well. Look at that. Look at this. Gorgeousness. And then we have right over here a Syngonium that a friend gave me. Her little kid had cut it and she gave me the propagation. I propagated it, and I don't know the name. If you guys know the name, let me know. But it's pretty cool and very easy. And then we have some of Philodendron Brandtianum that I almost threw away, but I actually propagated. I stuck in here, so hopefully it will have a second chance at life. And that is there. And Let me just move away to come around to another little corner right over here. And this is, just has three different types of succulent plants, but I'm really rusty with these names. It's been such a long time, but they're cute, aren't they? And then right over here we have a big snake plant, and this is called I forgot, golden flame. I don't know, it's the darker color with the yellow edges, and she is a stunner, isn't she? I love her. Guys, I think, okay, that is it, other than some that I have in my laundry room, and those are basically not doing that great. Let me maybe give you a quick show in my laundry room. And these are plants that were outside and I brought inside, and some of them stayed a little bit too long outside, so I was trying to water them. Some of them are going to survive. You see, this is my turtle, string of turtles. As long as we have a little bit of green, they'll survive, but some of them are not going to survive. And then we have plants over there. You see, these are again outside plants, and they are being watered. I have some lighting there, but some of them just stayed too long outside, unfortunately. But again, I don't throw them away immediately because they might still survive if they have a little bit of rain. Right here, I do have a few more plants. Forgot to show you. This is called Ring of Fire, and I think it's a great one, except that it's not growing that much for me. But I do think the leaves are great. I should maybe change the soil it came with, and I haven't done that. And then we have here another Peruvian blue cacti that has grown a lot for me, and I bought it because it had a little bit of a twist. I wanted a spiral cactus and I didn't have one yet, so I took a chance and I got it for like $25. And look at it, it does have some spiraling going on. Not super, let me give you a close-up. Not super, but yes, there is some spiraling going on. And of course I had to put a little bit of support. And then right over here we have a dragon fruit cacti. Look at that. This is going to be the red one. See the tags right there. Awesome. And then this is from Walmart, and it's a coral something. And it's one of those that is grafted. And a lot of people compliment this plant. Yeah, I've had her for about 5 years. So guys, that is the conclusion. I love this view right here. Nice and jungly and relaxing. So did you enjoy? I enjoyed walking through with you and seeing every single plant. I am just in love. It brings me joy. I loved it bringing the outdoors in, don't you? I mean, right now it's winter and look at my house. It's nice and green. I think it really helps set the mood all year long. So I really encourage, if you're thinking about it, I really have been happy with incorporating houseplants as my main decor of my house. If you want to see more, if you want to learn more about where I plant shop my plants, show you a little bit more when I'm doing a little repotting of my plants and tips and tricks, then don't forget to subscribe, and we'll keep sharing all of our plant love together. Thank you for your kind comments, and thank you for always being here. Till the next video, bye.